Welcome to the next lecture on Moodle. In this session, we are going to see how to upload SQL-based questions in Moodle through a plugin called as VPL. VPL stands for Virtual Programming Language Plugin. As a faculty, you need to follow all these 5 steps one after another. After entering into your course, you have to create a VPL activity. Then you have to add problem statement inside that VPL activity, and where you also need to provide the tables along with the data inside the table. Okay, you must provide the data inside the table to make it possible for creating test cases. After defining a problem statement and adding sample input output as well as data in the table, you have to enable the execution options, then add test cases, and these test cases based on the data you provided in the description part. Okay, if you are not providing the test cases based on the data you provided in the description part, the students will not be able to produce the exact output. Then before giving it to the students, verify yourself with the test cases by writing the necessary queries. My student data is having 7 columns, namely student ID, name, age, height, weight, birth year, and score. I populated my table with the 7 student entries. I'm going to write the test cases based on this data only. Okay. So this is the question that I'm going to give to the students. The question is, a student has to create a table with 7 columns as I specified here. Then student has to insert 6 records. Then student has to put the data of the table, where each column is separated by a vertical bar. Then print the number of rows. Then perform update operation. Then print the data. Then perform delete operation, and then print the data, and finally print the number of rows. So this is my output. This is how I am expecting output from my students. Okay. So this is my test case. This is my test case, and this is not having any input. The student has to print this statement in the first line, followed by all the data in the table. Then the student has to print number of rows like this. Then the student has to print the data after performing update operation. Then the student has to print the data after performing removal operation. And finally, a student has to print number of rows after performing removal operation. So this is the data I need as a faculty to upload the test cases. Okay, first let's get into the Moodle platform. So this is my course. As I said, the first step is add an activity, a VPL activity, give a name for your problem, and here in description you provide all the necessary information that a student needs to do. Table name, number of columns, a table with the data, followed by what a student needs to do. Okay, and provide test case. And this is the sample output I'm expecting from the student. So this is second step. And third step is enable the execution options. Before enabling execution options, you take care of the submission periods, due date, as well as the time from which you would like to make it available from the students. You can add restrictions where you can restrict the students to copy from somewhere else, or you can restrict student from uploading the files. So we are done with the second step. And third step is enable execution options. To enable execution options, just click on the settings here, click execution options here, select SQLite as your run script and enable run, enable evaluate just on submission, and enable automatic grade. So if you enable all these things, if you enable this option, you would need not to grade by yourself manually. This VPL activity will take care of automatic grading. Save the settings. This is third step. As a fourth step, what you have to do is you have to add test cases. To add the test cases, I can go to the settings, test cases, add test cases. In most of the times, we will be having only one test case as far as queries is concerned. This SQL queries will not take any input, provide the expected output. So this is what I am expecting from the student. So this is what I am expecting from the student. Student has to write query for all the output, for all these output. Okay. So most of the times, this SQL queries will have only one expected output for one given table and doesn't need any input. Write all the expected output here. Make sure that this expected output is based on the data you provided in the description. Okay, so we are done with the creating VPL activity. Now let us test whether it works or not. Click test activity. Click on it option. Give a file name extended.sql. Here a student needs to write all the queries. After writing the queries, a student can submit the answer here itself. Write all the queries here. Click save button. Run your queries once before submitting. So this is the output I am getting for all my queries. Then click evaluate button. If you click evaluate button, it will test your output against all the test cases provided. See, here you can find whether students have written correct queries or not. Okay, if all the test cases are passed, then students has written correct queries. That's it. If a student want to run for different set of queries, what you can do is after clicking run button, you can practice queries here. Like here it lies. For example, create table. Hi. With some set of columns. A student can do practice here for any queries. Insert into okay. You can verify the grade. The proposed grade is 100 out of 100.